nurse crying. I know there was a researcher, Moody, I think, what was his name, and I know the investigators mentioned that they used it as also to help people during their bereavement process. As somebody who passed away, they would sit down and try to communicate with a loved one that passed away. What I tell people who go in there, don't provoke, don't be a badass in there. Just try to think of a person that you may want to contact, or just sort of say if there's anybody here that wants to communicate, feel free to do so, and we'll see what happens. Um, if you guys brought like audio recorders, from what I understand, that's definitely the best place to try to capture some EVPs, so we can do that. Now, as far as the Gonsfeld goes, is anybody here familiar with the Gonsfeld technique?
I've seen
Oh,
it.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Just seen it on your show.
So, yeah, the Gonsfeld was originally designed to test for telepathy. Originally, it was designed to just test for something else, but then the Ryan Institute and other parapsychology institutes used it to test for telepathy. They would have an individual sitting in an isolated, soundproof booth, wearing the ping pong balls over their eyes, the headphones, listening to white noise, looking at a red light. Another individual down the hallway would be looking at an image of something, and they would try to project that image to the person under the Gonsfeld. After the person would be finished, they would get out. They would tell the scientists sort of what images they picked out, and the scientists would lay out 4 different images, one of which is the image that the person was trying to project, and they would try to have the person sort of pick which one they thought best.
Is that the solar?
What was that?
Is that the solar?
This what?
The solar?
Is that a researcher or?
Yeah.
I don't. That name doesn't sound familiar. I know there was a couple of several different scientists who tried this experiment. They wanted to recreate it. Um, but again, that was used for telepathy purposes, and they got about a 34 to 35% chance hit rate, which was greater than the 25% chance you would expect. Then they found out that women tended to be better receivers than men, and friends and family acted with better receivers and senders with one another than complete strangers. And then I guess the idea is that it puts you in a mild form of sensory deprivation, kind of helps you relax, maybe become more open to the environment around you. So we thought, what would happen if we put this in a haunted house? What would happen if you take this in a haunted environment? Would the person pick up on the energies that were left behind? And that's essentially what will be going on in that room. And there'll be 2 seats there, so we'll go in pairs of 2. Um, and then afterwards, we'll go into the room next door and have a quick chat about what you guys may have felt. The reason I try to separate it is so that you guys don't influence one another. If somebody says, I felt like I got smacked across my face, that hasn't happened yet. So, but if something like that does happen, I don't want other people to be influenced or anything like that.
Should we give it one more key?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You want me to take it?
Absolutely. We'll talk about it.
Alright.
Alright, so could I have my first 2, I guess, volunteers for the Gonsfeld? Who?
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And then you can start off from there.
Yeah. Lead the way, attention.
It's right here.
Right.
I volunteered to go to that psycho thing by myself, and then that old man too. He's going first. When you're there, you have to think about somebody you wish to communicate
Sit
with,
down, put on the shades, put on the headphones.
or just ask if there's anybody there. I recorded it all. Everything you said. So.
So the key thing, well, David
Yes.
isn't there. If you guys want to talk, just whisper around quietly like this. Try not to move around, so if you guys want to find your seats, then I'll be right there.